Guys, welcome back to the channel. I can't stop laughing. I'm so excited. You know, we have a breaking news about Bruno Guimaraes. This is one of the biggest transfer I think we're gonna make this summer if it goes through, right? Because it's gonna change everything. I am so excited. I don't I'm oh, the words can't even come out. Right? I've been waiting for this, and I know the feeling has been there. We've seen this coming, right? So but at this point, we know this is gonna happen, right? As last summer was, because now we're just adding to the quality that we already have. But I just want to start with bomber this afternoon that we had, guys. Is Bruno Guimaraes. Listen, I'm just gonna read the news. I'm just gonna read what David Ornstein posted this afternoon, right? David Ornstein, according to David Ornstein, Bruno Guimaraes informed Newcastle of his wish to leave and join Arsenal. Join Arsenal. His wish to leave to join Arsenal. He basically has informed Newcastle that he wants to join Arsenal, right? Oh my God, I'm so excited. Let me read that again. This is not usually, when players want to leave, they usually say they go to their parents' club and say, I want to leave. And they usually don't mention a name. But this, according to David Ornstein, Bruno Guimaraes have basically informed Newcastle that he wished to leave and join Arsenal, my club. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, we needed players. We need even the season before. We need player like this. My gosh, this is exciting. Exclusive from David Ornstein. Bruno Guimaraes informed Newcastle United of his wish to leave and join Arsenal. Arsenal Football Club stepping up pursuit, ready to offer a deal worth up to £60 million at present, but no club-to-club contact yet with Newcastle. Newcastle stands still, not entertaining bids for the 28-year-old. And for clubs, usually when a player goes to the club itself and say, I want to leave, I don't care if you want to sell him, I don't care if you don't want to sell him, at that point, as a parent club, you're just going to be thinking about, what do I do? What do we do? And the only thing to do at this point is just to see how much you can get for the player, how much you can get. Because this is what I'm talking about, right? I mean, even Ben Jacobs follow up by saying, I'm going to read Ben Jacobs' news. Arsenal pursuit of Bruno Guimaraes ongoing. Although Newcastle insists no direct contact from Arsenal yet, new bid is expected of around £60 million. £60 million. Let me just say, if Arsenal get Bruno Guimaraes for £60 million, it's going to be a steal. If Arsenal get Bruno Guimaraes for £60 million, it's a steal. You're talking about one of the best midfielder, if not in the category of the best midfielder in the Premier League, right? As an Arsenal fan, I just want to say I've hate playing against Bruno Guimaraes. He's been last season in the FA Cup. This guy's just, was it the FA Cup or the League Cup? They bullied us physically. We couldn't handle them. So for me, Bruno Guimaraes coming to Arsenal, you can't get any better than that. You can't. That midfield is going to be sick, right? I just don't know how. I'm trying to think of a scenario where Newcastle can say no. I can't. No, I just can't see it. I think at this point, I think he's going to leave. I think he's going to join us. I think he's going to come to Arsenal and make that midfield even better. Like, think about, oh my gosh, I was so excited. The words can't even come out of my mouth right? Think about Bruno Guimaraes next to Declan Rice. I'm thinking about the formation at this point, right? You got Nkapie, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber. Oh my days. Guimaraes, Declan Rice is right in front of him. And then hopefully we get Morgan Rogers, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. Morgan Rogers on the left, Saka on the right. And you have Gyökeres, which I'll be totally fine with for next year. But that midfield is going to be so sick, right? I don't know. It's incredible. Two of the most physical, dominant midfielders Premier League have currently, Declan Rice and Bruno Guimaraes, in the same team. Guys, it's just going to be intimidating. You're going to walk up in the tunnel and see those two guys. It's scary stuff. It is incredible. Just thinking about the impact that Bruno Guimaraes is going to have on the Arsenal team. We had to use Michael Skelly in the midfield. Norgard and all these guys. Norgard is basically going to leave at this point. But think about it. Just the thought about that. It's scary stuff. Every other club in the Premier League is going to be looking at Arsenal and say, this is not a team that is ready to give up the title next year. This is basically a statement signing. You cannot get any better midfielder. I know he's going to turn 29, but I don't care. I do not care one bit. This is the kind of signing we make. This kind of signing you want to be bringing in. Experience, solid. When I mean solid, he can pass. Bruno can pass. He can tackle. He scored what? 10, 11 goals last season? 9 goals? Set pieces. He can take set pieces. So if you, oh my God. We're just going to get better next year when it comes to set pieces. So now you just don't have to worry about Gabriel in the box on set pieces. Now you have to worry about Bruno Guimaraes. Him attacking those crosses from Declan Rice or Bukayo Saka. It is scary stuff. Or Martin Odegaard. It's scary stuff. Every club, if we bring in Bruno Guimaraes, I think, for me, we have the best midfield in the Premier League, if not the world. Think about Eze and Declan Rice and in front of that defense. Guys, it's scary stuff. It's going to be so sick. And I think we needed somebody like this, somebody that can start the play. I don't think Zubimendi, for me, have that physical ability that we need there. So, in fact, at the end of the season, Declan Rice was playing a little deeper until we brought in Michael Skelly and then to help with that. But Declan Rice doesn't have to sit. Now he can interchange. He can go up. Bruno can sit, or Bruno can go up. Declan can sit. With Eze or whoever we use on that side, we're talking about. We can use Martin Odegaard. We can use Mikel Merino there. We can use Eze. It is sick. It is, for me, I'm so happy. And when the news broke out during the World Cup a few weeks ago that Arsenal have put in 55 million bid, Arsenal will not be putting 55 million bid if they didn't get encouragement for the player. So obviously, there was an encouragement from the player that he might want to leave. And with Newcastle, I mean, I feel for them, but we need a player like Arsenal side. What he brings is what we don't have, right? We have leadership, yes, but we need a player with the X factor. We need somebody in that midfield with an X factor, because now Declan Rice don't have to sit. He can play his box-to-box midfield role where he's attacking and coming back. Bruno can give you that. He can give you the X factor. He's aggressive. He's physical. He can shoot. He can pass. He's strong. He is incredible. Okay, with his experience, his leadership skill, we're basically going to bring in the best midfielder in the Premier League. Barring Declan Rice and Caicedo, I still put, but for after those two guys, I don't see there's anybody better you can get. And if he goes for £60 million, I can't wait. Like literally, at this point, I cannot wait. And all the news is there. Everybody's just basically going on. You check X today. Twitter, it's everywhere. And I don't see this going any other way from this point now. I think he's going to end up at Arsenal, right? So I am so happy. My day today, when I saw that news this afternoon, it was exciting because I know it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time having somebody like that join us, and it's scary stuff. I'm just trying to vision the formation. Oh my God, days. Bruno and Declan Rice. Guys, think about that for a minute. It cannot get better than that. Look, I know Tottenham bringing in Tonali and Fernandes and all these guys, and United today brought in Andre Santos and all these guys. It might make an impact, but I don't know if you can have any better midfield. I know Man City have brought in Anderson, and they have midfielders over there that can make a difference. But now we're going toe for toe. This is basically a signing that says we are ready to keep our title, okay, and which I know we will if we bring in the right players. Couple of more players, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, and I'm looking forward to it. We should. This is what I'm talking about, right? I'm happy. I cannot wait, and I'm looking forward to it. This is the right signing. I don't care. 60 million with the shit. Let's give them. Let's give them 75 million. If they want 75 million, we'll give them 75 million. But this is exactly the kind of player you want in that midfield, okay? And I'm so happy. So. Yeah, guys, I just want to close with that. Thank you very much. If you like what you're seeing, please don't forget to subscribe and like the video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.